The second year of Eurovision in 1957 was hosted by Germany, just 12 years since the end of the Second World War. These were gentler times, before rock and roll was invented and pop was just a word. 10 countries had entered, and for the first time the contest wasn't restricted to solo artists. One country to take advantage of the rule change was Denmark.
In 1957 they changed the rules.
It was the first year duos were allowed. Beforehand it had to be solo singers.
BIRTHE Wilke and Gustav Winkler were the hot favourites. Birthe, who was known as Denmark's Doris Day, was paired with Gustav, an experienced crooner who was 10 years her senior. During rehearsals, the feeling in the studio was that the Danish duo were odds-on to win the contest.
Der dänische Beitrag, der als nächster vorgestellt werden soll, heißt Skibet skal sejle i nat.
The title of the song was Skibet skal sejle i nat. It means, if I can translate it, the ship are leaving tonight.
Und es singen Birthe Wilke und Gustav Winkler.
1,200 were there in this Frankfurt radio hall. We felt so small. Gustav was dressed in a kind of uniform, and I was in a coat.
A pretty little song, and they'd been tipped to win.
The lyrics are about what happened in life, how we met and we fell in love, and we end up to say goodbye. It was beautiful words.
That reminded me of a David Lean film.
The Bing Crosby, Grace Kelly on the boat moment. He's wearing a sailor's hat. You know, I thought it was a bus conductor when I first saw him.
He does put a ring on it, and she's delighted by that, obviously.
The plan was just this small kiss to finish the number. I was so young. I was about 20, 21 years old. I didn't know how to kiss. Really, you know, this time it was not like today. You started very late at that time, and I was a little shy, and I didn't know what to do. You know what I did? I went to the different movies where I knew they had love stories, and I was looking the way, how do they kiss? How do they kiss? How do they kiss? And I tried to do it the same way. I had to be an actor, and I am not an actress. We just stood there and we kissed and we kissed and we kissed.
Went on and on and on.
Oh, they're still going. Get a room.
It wasn't just a kiss, it was a full-on snog.
Full-on tonsil tickler.
Bit racy for 1957 Eurovision audiences.
These people kissed for 11 seconds.
Full 11 seconds! Oh my God!
It's a long time.
Certainly during that period in Hollywood, you could have a kiss, but it could go on for no more than 3 seconds.
Nobody told us we were finished.
Allegedly, they didn't hear the cue to stop.
Why is that an excuse? We didn't hear anyone say cut. Just stop it.
But the majority of the countries in the contest were predominantly Roman Catholic, so such overt displays of sexuality possibly didn't go down well.
It was too much for them, this kiss. It didn't belong to that time.
They were mavericks.
With the audience not knowing where to look, it was time for the voting, and back in the 50s, it was all down to the judges.
Hallo, guten Abend, Basel.
Holland 7 Stimmen.
7 Stimmen.
After the fifth judge, it was obvious that the hot favourite's cheeky snog hadn't tickled anyone's fancy. They were still on nil point.
Because of this long kiss, we didn't have any votes. The Catholic countries did not give us any votes.
With the final votes in, the Netherlands were clear winners, leaving Birthe and Gustav trailing in third. Their 11-second lip smacker caused a scandal hitting the headlines. The Danish press were outraged.
They were writing about the kiss destroyed everything.
They were favourites to win, and I think their 11-second kiss scuppered it.
It was too racy for them, I guess.
It caused outcry.
I think Birthe and Gustav actually led the way, and I think it's a shame that they get all this controversy for it.
The young people don't know me, but if you say, "Skibet skal sejle i nat," and the kiss, oh, you are the one?
In hindsight, not that big a deal. I mean, we've all been to Tiger Leeds on a Saturday night, and we've seen much worse happening for longer than 11 seconds.